Hi, it's Esther here from Speak More Clearly. A super useful tip to pronounce English like a native speaker is to use contractions when you speak. Otherwise, your speech sounds very formal and not natural like a native English speaker. When you use contractions in your speech, it makes your sentences flow more naturally with better English rhythm. Some of my students have told me that they don't use contractions because they find it hard to get their mouth around the consonant blends or two consonants together in a contraction. When you use a contraction, you don't have as much time to get from one consonant to the other. For example, I will go becomes the quicker and shorter I'll go. Or what had you found becomes what had you found? What had, you have to go to T to D, from T to D. What had you found? As well as this, you need to know that contractions, including the word will, are all said with an intrusive y. The y goes in the middle. And also a schwa sound before the double L. So I'll would be written and said as I'll. And will would be written and said as we'll. You can hear the y in there. Other examples of this are they'll, she'll, he'll, you'll. It's quick, but it's there. Let me give you a great practice tip for you to make contractions more natural in your English speech. Take the contracted form that you would use the most in your everyday speech at work or socially, or the form you find the hardest, and practice it 5 times, twice a day for a week. Then put it into sentences and continue to practice till your mouth can naturally and smoothly say that contraction. Let's practice some together. Let's say the contraction first and then a sentence using it. So the first one is I'll let you know. And the next one is I'd like to do a bit more. And the next one is they've been waiting. They've been waiting. We'd like to come also. We'd like to come also. It's. So rather than it is a good program, it gets all bumpy. It's a good program. It's a good program. That'd, or that would. That'd be fine, thank you. That'd be fine, thank you. What's been your experience with that? What'er, short for what are. What'er, what are you going to do? We'll, there's a y before the ul there, and a bit of a schwa. We'll be happy to come. I've just returned. I've just returned. Wear. Now this is like you wear clothes. It's the same. It's said the same, even though it's spelt differently. Short for we are. We're good friends. We're good friends. I'm very hot after all that running we've done. Wire, short for why are. Why are you digging that hole? How'd you get in? Isn't it your turn? Isn't it your turn? So click below now to get started today and take your English speech to the next level.